Welcome. Today we're doing a deep dive into some really core ideas: self-love, healing, and growth.
Mm-hmm.
And we're drawing from this audio piece the power of choosing yourself, a journey of healing and growth.
Right. And I think if you're listening, you're probably interested in how these things, connect, how they actually help in day-to-day life for your own well-being.
Exactly. So our goal here isn't just to summarize the audio.
No, definitely not. We want to pull out the key stuff, the insights, but also the actionable ideas,
Yeah.
how you can actively choose yourself.
Through self-love, getting through the healing process.
And really leaning into growth. Yeah, it's all connected.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Starting with self-love, the audio, it jumps right in, saying it's not just pampering yourself.
Right. It's not just indulgence. It frames it more as a deep commitment, honoring all of yourself.
Even the flaws, the insecurities.
Especially those, maybe.
Yeah.
It's about believing you have a right to be here, to thrive, no matter what others think or, what that inner voice might be saying.
Yeah, that really lands that idea of I am worthy, full stop. And the audio mentions something I think a lot of us grapple with, that need for external approval.
Oh, absolutely. And that's a huge point it makes. Where do you get your sense of value from?
Mm-hmm.
The audio suggests real self-love starts when you rely less on what's outside. It's about finding that center inside yourself, standing in your own truth.
Without needing to, change yourself for other people.
Exactly, not dimming your light.
And then it asks this great question, super practical. How can I love myself today?
Yeah, and the examples are concrete things, not just abstract ideas.
Like setting boundaries, that's a big one.
Huge, or just saying no. And forgiving yourself when you mess up. These are active choices.
Things you can actually do.
Right, moment by moment, ways to honor yourself.
And here's where it gets really key for me. The audio links choosing self-love directly to feeling, more inner peace.
Yeah, peace, worthiness, personal power.
And it says these aren't just nice side effects. They're the foundation, the starting point for healing.
That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? If you have that base of self-acceptance, you're just stronger, more resilient.
Better able to handle things.
Yeah, like having an anchor when things get tough. That internal sense of value holds you steady.
Okay, so moving on to healing then. The script is pretty clear. It's not a destination, not something you just check off a list.
No, exactly. It talks about healing as reclaiming yourself.
Yeah.
After the hard stuff happens.
Which it inevitably does.
Right. Life throws things at you. And healing isn't about forgetting. It's about integrating those experiences, acknowledging how they affected you.
I liked how it framed hurts not as, proof you're broken, but as learning opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Painful ones sometimes, for sure.
Yeah, but still, chances to grow. It's a different way of looking at the past.
Yeah, and it pushes back against that idea that healing means being okay really fast. Or just ignoring the pain.
Brushing it off.
Right. The audio stresses you actually need to feel it, process it, accept it even. That's how you release it.
That link between acceptance and self-forgiveness really stood out too. You can't really forgive yourself if you don't first accept what happened.
That seems right. Acknowledging the reality and then offering yourself some grace for how you handled it, or maybe wished you'd handled it differently.
And it offers this really comforting idea too about wholeness. That even with broken pieces, quote unquote, you're still whole.
Yeah, I love that. It reframes things. You're not just your wounds. You're a survivor, someone who's navigated things.
And then there's that line, it's so gentle, you are not behind. You're simply in a space of becoming.
Oh, that's powerful. Especially if you're feeling stuck or comparing yourself.
Yeah, it validates wherever you are right now.
And it really underscores that healing is personal. It has its own pace. You can't rush it.
Take the pressure off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trust your own timing.
Okay, let's shift to growth. The script kind of broadens the definition here. It's not always these huge, dramatic changes.
Yeah, that's a great point. It highlights the quieter stuff, the consistent steps.
Like what?
Like resisting an old habit, choosing peace instead of drama, just respecting your own energy and well-being. Those are growth.
So it's about progress, not perfection. That old chestnut. But it's true, isn't it?
Totally. Just showing up, trying, learning when you slip up, aiming to be just a little bit better aligned today than yesterday.
It says growth can be subtle, too, just becoming more aware.
Mm-hmm. More present, more connected to who you really are underneath it all.
It's those small daily choices adding up over time.
Yeah, that cumulative effect. And the script connects that growth to feeling worthy, which we talked about with self-love.
It's as you grow, you start to believe you deserve more. Or that things you thought were impossible are actually possible.
Exactly. It expands your sense of self, your sense of what's achievable for you.
I also like the mention of, like, the 1% better idea. Tiny improvements.
It makes it feel less daunting, right? Not like you have to overhaul everything overnight. Just take one small step.
But it also acknowledges growth isn't always comfortable.
Oh, for sure. It often involves discomfort, challenges. The audio calls them storms.
But those storms can lead to the biggest transformations.
That's often true, yeah.
Yeah.
Facing the hard stuff is where the deepest growth can happen.
So choosing growth, even when it's uncomfortable, is kind of the path to becoming more yourself.
A more realized version of yourself.
Yeah.
Engaging with challenges as opportunities, not just things to get through.
Okay, so let's sort of wrap up the main takeaways from this deep dive into the power of choosing yourself. What are the core reminders?
Well, first, that you're worthy of love, period, right now.
Regardless of where you are.
Exactly. Second, healing isn't straight line. It's messy, it goes back and forth, but every step counts. It's valid.
And third,
That growth is always happening, even in tiny ways. It's not some future event. It's now, in the small moments.
and crucially, you don't need to be perfect to be powerful or to feel enough.
Absolutely not. That's maybe the biggest myth to bust.
So the main message seems to be the power is in that daily choice. Choosing yourself again and again.
In big ways and small ways.
Yeah.
And those consistent choices, that's what creates the shift. That's where the transformation potential lies.
Right. So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. Think about one small way, just one concrete thing you can do today.
To choose yourself.
Yeah.
Based on maybe self-love or healing or growth.
Yeah. Just one thing. And then maybe just notice. Notice what happens, what shifts, even subtly. Something to mull over.